So welcome to everybody also from my side. My name is Petra Huber. I work for the Federation of Austrian Industries. Our organization concentrates also on research, technology and innovation as a first step, let me just briefly introduce our organization. With voluntary and independent interest representation of the Austrian industry and also related sectors, we have about 4,500 members from all kinds of industrial sectors, but also services like the banking and insurance companies. We are located in Vienna, but we have 9 local organizations also in the countries. Our main focus when it comes to research, technology, and innovation is to foster the industrial ecosystem of Austria. So you see, Austria still has a large base of industrial production. Currently, it accounts for above 20% of added value. Here you can see from my slide, we're above the EU level. So this is still an important sector for us. Production companies ranging from smaller startups up to the large production companies in Austria. So now, why do we focus on research, technology, and integration in the first place? So let us take a look at the importance of research, technology, and integration now. It accounts for up to 30% of growth, and a recent study found out that if you invest €1 in research and technology, it accounts for up to €6 of GDP growth in the long run. So this is really important from our point of view. And right now we're facing a large crisis. We have big challenges each and every day. So research and technology is more important than it has been before. Yes, we know we can't produce the solutions right now, tomorrow, but research will bring the solutions in the middle and long run. And to enforce this, Austria has set some goals, some objectives in its RTI strategy 2030. And I just grabbed one of the objectives that is really important. We want to become innovation leader of the EU. Currently, we rank only 8th. We are a strong innovator, but we're still not an innovation leader. So what can we do to achieve this in 2030? Well, here, technology transfer is really important. Europe is quite good when it comes to basic research, but what about translating into the market, into products and services? We heard before, also for climate solutions, but also in other technology fields. I think we still have to enforce this in our region, in our countries, in Europe, but also in Austria. And we heard about technology sovereignty today. So we checked for some information regarding spin-offs and their contribution to technological sovereignty. And we found out this is figures of an EU study taken last year that especially spin-offs in the deep tech sector contribute to a very high degree to our technological sovereignty. And therefore, we are really happy that we are cooperation partner again for this conference this year. And we hope that we all team together to foster the growth of spin-offs and startups in Austria, and that the Austrian universities focus strong on the translational services, and that we are able to raise the number of spin-offs that are funded each year in Austria. So thanks. And I would like to hand over now to Kambis.
Thanks, Petra. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you. Hello from Vienna to all the international audience. My name is Kambis. I'm the head of startup services at the Austrian Federal Economic Chamber, which is like the WKO in Austria, so German word. We're the biggest representative organization here in Austria for companies with over 500,000 member companies. And particularly spin-offs, startups, etc., are a very important part. I'm glad to be like a partner or partner up again with the Spin-off Austria initiative. So thanks to the organization team, because I think it's very important to have like a conference like this where we gather all these smart minds from all over the world to discuss on the future of spin-offs. I will continue with what Petra said. So technological sovereignty in Europe is very important. And one of the ways and one of the most relevant ways to achieve that is by focusing on spin-offs. So I will share a number with you. So when you take a look at the venture capital development in 2021 and 2022, and compare it like with all the European countries out there, I will share an interesting number with you. So just specifically Austria in particular, and the amount of venture capital that was invested into technologically driven companies has tripled, which is like the highest growth rate from all the European countries out there. In total volume, we're still not there where we want to be. It's lagging, but when it comes to like the growth rate, it's very high. And when you take an even deeper look, what you can see is that we have a very strong focus on deep technology. So everything that is about medical equipment, about medical technology, about green technology, everything that has an impact on climate, and artificial intelligence, certainly. So what we have seen in the last 2 decades was a very strong focus on software as a service and software only. Now we can see the movements of also investment flowing much more into deep tech. And this is where spin-offs come into play, because particularly spin-offs at universities, they are providing the research. They're focusing on really deep technology. And that's why it's so important to foster this progress, this development, what we're seeing now, and what we need to see in the upcoming years and decades. Because again, as Petra mentioned, technological sovereignty is very important, and these are the companies that really can drive innovative like progress within societies. That's why we're very glad to have you here again. So let's stay in touch, because I think it's very important to have always this kind of constant flow of like ideas. And that's why we are very great at the Austrian Federal Economic Chamber to partner up again. And yeah, thank you very much, and hope you enjoy the conference.